call the Board of Assessors meeting at, what time is it? 2:01, and it's a remote Zoom meeting.
Yep.
Okay, so we have a motion to approve the agenda. Has everybody had a chance to look at it?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as written.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay. Okay. Next is the approval of the 4/6/2023 minutes. Has everybody had a chance to look at those? Where it says at the paragraph, it says at 2021, we went into executive session. It says there was a motion of a 2-0 vote. And it says myself, Ruth, and Jim voted, so it should be 3-0 vote.
Okay. Okay.
I'll admit that. Anybody have any comments?
Jackie's going to amend that.
Okay.
I did have a comment about the minutes, and I couldn't find where I've written my notes on here, but it said that I joined, I think, this is the minutes we already approved, maybe. That's why the difference in the vote between 2-0 and 3-0 hadn't joined the meeting, but I was at the meeting when it started, and then I had no audio, and then I came back in. Is there any way to make it not look like I didn't show up until 20 minutes later when I had been on there?
Yeah, should we keep that at 2-0 instead of 3-0, Nick?
No, but I did vote though for that though.
Well, it says she voted, so I'm not sure what. Okay. The first paragraph where we voted, she wasn't on that. You right. Think you were there, Ruth, for that?
I was there at the very beginning, and then I didn't come in until part of the executive session.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't put the back and forth.
Yeah, we didn't actually keep track of that, the back and forth. So, but I know that you were there for the executive session.
Yeah, we just
or part of it.
We tracked the votes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Track the votes.
So that should go to 3-0 vote.
Nick, yeah. If you want me to send you the meeting video for that meeting, I can do that. If you need to check anything. What was the date?
It was
April 6th.
April 6th.
Okay, yeah. I'll just do that to you.
Thank
you. So if you
You're
can't hear the audio, then we can't record the vote. We have to maybe make a note that there was audio issues, but if you clearly can't hear it on the recording, then we can't record the vote.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So we should just leave it the way it is then?
Well, it sounds like it needs to be amended. If it said she voted, but if she didn't have audio, we didn't hear her. So I would review the tape and just go through the motions again.
Okay.
Sure, they're all.
So what do we do? Table with this until the next
one?
Look,
I would suggest tabling the minutes until they're checked and then resubmit them at the next meeting.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we have to make a motion to table it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I make a motion that we table the 4/6/2023 minutes until we get a tape of it and make sure who voted and who didn't. Anybody want to second that?
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Well, we should probably do that for the executive session minutes also, right?
Yes.
Any more discussion on that?
For the executive session minutes, those actually need to be voted and approved in executive session. So I would hold those until your next executive session.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
I'm like 99%. That's how we do it on the select board. So,
Okay,
yeah.
makes sense. All right. Next is the approval of the motor vehicle and trailer abatement report for April and May.
Yeah. This is on pages 5 and 6 in the packet. And for April, there were 16 abatements totaling $1,312.53, and 2 for May so far, totaling $520.32.
Any discussion on that? I have a motion to approve.
I make a motion to approve that motor vehicle abatements.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right. Let's see, approval of the March assessing department report.
Yep. This is actually on page 7 in the packet.
Everybody had a chance to read it. Is there any comments? No comments? Okay. Somebody want to make a motion?
Make a motion to approve the Board of Assessors monthly report, March 2023.
Okay. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Number 6, approval of the motor vehicle commitment number 2 of 2023.
And this is pages 8 and 9 in the packet. And motor vehicle commitment number 2 has a total of 427 excise tax bills and a total tax of $134,937.71.
Any discussion on that?
Is this a letter that we get every year or every month or something from the state?
We actually get the commitments from the Registry of Motor Vehicles. And then once we send out the bill file, we have to do a commitment. So you're just approving this commitment. So this was commitment number 2.
How was that spread out? Is that by the date of the registration? Is that how it works?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know last year, I think we had 7 commitments. So it depends on when they do their next run of bills. I don't actually have a schedule of that, but I can, something that I can find out.
Okay.
If need be. It's like typically like every month and a half that we get.
I mean, how do the cars, is it with a registration on a date?
Yeah, I believe it's with the date that they're registered, and then they pick it up on that next commitment.
Okay, perfect. Okay, any more discussion? Do we have a motion?
I make a motion to approve the motor vehicle, what is it? Assessor's warrant to the collector for the motor vehicle report.
Second.
Have a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right, number 7, I think just more of a informational thing.
Yeah, this is not an approval, just an update on the capital improvement for the conversion to the Patriot Properties database that was actually voted and approved at town meeting in April. So this is just something that I put together in the event that there was questions, and it's pages 10 through 18. It's just the presentation, and it just talks about the differences, and there's 3,244 parcels that would be affected by this. It would not be affected by personal property because that's actually a separate database that's maintained by RRC. So it would affect 2,926 residential parcels and then 318 commercial properties. And page 12 actually just kind of summarizes the benefits for Patriot Properties. It's widely used by other communities in Massachusetts. provides all the years of real estate valuation in one database. Our current system does not do that. And it allows entry of information easily and assigns multiple parcel activities all in one task. It'll eliminate some of the redundancy of entry of information that we have to do in multiple fields right now. And it's also more easily understandable for public use. And the next page 13 actually is just kind of shows a little bit about the mapping and talks briefly about Assessors, which is the Patriot system. It's another name for it. In pages 14 and 15, I just provided samples of the property record cards. So this is our current property record card. And as you can see, there's not really a lot of data on page 14. And then the sketch is on page 15. And the biggest complaint from residents is that they can't really figure out the dimensions of the first floor and second floor if it's a two-story colonial, and the breakdown of that. And the way that we have to do it now is if you look at that sketch, A is like the main area, and you have to indicate 2 stories. And when I enter this record, that's how the living area is calculated, but it's not broken down anywhere. So if anyone has a question on the square footage, it doesn't show that. But on page 16, if we convert to Patriot, you'll see that page 16 has all the prior assessment, has a lot more data than our property record card currently. And it lists, the prior years from 23 down to 16, prior assessments. And then 17, you'll see the sketch. And as you can see, it's a lot more detailed. You can see the dimensions or the square footage of the first floor, the second floor. And it's much more user-friendly. Even the calculation summary does the breakdown of, the cost per square foot and various other cost mechanisms, which we can't really see from our current database.
How is all that going to get populated? Is it automatic? Sorry? How is all the information get populated?
Yeah, it's a conversion. And there's been some other towns that have done this. I put a summary together, but the biggest issue is that some of the sketches may not be converted over properly. Yep. So we're going to actually have to go through and do a quality check on all of these record cards to ensure that the data has been transferred correctly. So
you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it all manually.
I don't know that. Yeah, it depends on how that transfer is done. Yeah, I'm hoping that we don't have to redraw all the sketches, but
I'm talking about all the information.
Oh, no. The data will be transferred, and I'm hoping what we can do is keep the old database, so that keep that in existence while this conversion is being done. Yep. And then we will have to go through and do a quality check on all the property record cards. Yep. It's going to be a considerable effort for us, but in the long run, the benefits do outweigh the cons, and we're going to actually need to go through and review all of these 3,200 record cards. So it will be quite a project for us, but in the end, it'll be a better quality database. It'll eliminate a lot of the extra data entry steps, and it'll be a lot easier for the public to understand.
Good. When is that going to take place?
We have been approved a capital project, so I would need to set that up with Patriot and get a time frame. I have not done that as of yet. Okay. So we're just waiting on approval at town meeting.
Do you have an estimate whether this will take, say, 6 months, a year and a half, 2 years, or do you have any type of, it's a big project. I can imagine it'll take quite a while.
Yeah, it's a big project. I think once we're converted, I think it'll probably take us 9 months to go through all of these records. So that's why we need to keep the old database intact till then. And hopefully that conversion, there's more towns that are converting from IAS to Patriot. So hopefully when we do that, there'll be a lot of these issues with sketching. Hopefully that'll be eliminated and it'll be easier for us.
Okay. Any more discussion on that?
Did you give this presentation? I missed town meetings. Playing midnight the baby goats. So, did you give this presentation at town meeting then?
No, I didn't. There was no questions. I just had it prepared. So I just wanted to show it to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good job. Good job. Yeah.
Okay, update on preliminary bills, fiscal year 2024.
Yeah, this is page 20 and 21. We actually submitted the LA3 on Monday for the interim year adjustments, and the LA3 is a sales report, the sales for 2022, and that actually was approved yesterday. So we're actually ahead of schedule. We were actually the first community to submit, so we're ahead of the game there.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And it generated the LA15, which is on page 22, and that's kind of a summary of the parcels for the single families, which is the 101s, and it indicates the number of on-lay sales, what the median is. So we're actually at 93% for single family homes median. And we're right where we need to be with the COD as well.
Okay.
I have a question. Do we have, I know we voted to allow, was it $30,000 of the overlay fund to go back into the budget? Is there any place, I didn't see any place on this report mention of the overlay fund at all anywhere. Did I miss it somewhere? Is it not on here?
I think that was in a prior meeting.
But it doesn't have to be on this. This is
No.
just rate submission. It does nothing to do with, you know, what we did with the money type of thing.
No, that this is just the LA3 and this is the LA15. This doesn't have anything to do with overlay.
Okay.
Okay. Any more discussion? We have a motion to, we have to vote on that?
No, it's just an update. No vote is required.
Okay.
I did want to mention too that I'm just continuing to work on the growth and finish inspections up till the end of the fiscal year. So that'll be the next thing that we'll have to submit.
Okay. Any old business anybody have?
I actually I have an old business item. We had 9 abutters lists requested from April to May so far.
Okay. What was that again, Linda? I didn't catch it.
Oh, we had 9 abutters lists that were requested.
Okay.
In the months of April and up to May currently.
Okay.
And that's all I have for old business.
Okay. Any new business?
Yeah, actually, new construction has started at Panther Place, which is that new development that's across from the high school. And so far we have 5 permits. They've actually started construction of 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 Briggs Circle. 3 of them are up right now, that meaning the frames are up. And it looks like 3 of them might be complete by June 30th. So hopefully we'll be able to pick those up in growth. And the second item for new business is I'm actually going to be generating the supplemental bills for the new construction parcels within the next month, and be mailing them out on June 30th. So,
I'm sorry, you didn't catch it. The supplemental bills for what parcels?
Yeah, supplemental bills for new construction.
New construction. Okay.
Yep. So starting to get those together. We'll mail those out after June 30th as well. And we did plan on sending a letter to all the new construction residents, because we actually already started our preliminary bill file because we converted to a new Munis system. So just so that these people don't get a shock when they get their actual bill in third and fourth quarter, we thought we would send them a letter just notifying them that the prelim bill will be much less than the actual bill, and that they could plan accordingly with their taxes, whether they want to increase their escrow or they can actually make an extra payment to the tax collector, and that'll be credited on the third and fourth quarters. So I can plan on sending out a letter just to notify residents.
Okay. You do that for all new construction?
For supplemental, yes. For the new, we're just doing this letter for the prelim bills.
Yeah. Okay.
Just so that the residents are notified, because the prelim bill will actually be a vacant parcel of land.
Right.
Which is, now most of these homes, especially Shaker Pond. So Shaker Pond and Curly Circle are all complete, and those should close by June 30th. So last year, most of those were vacant parcels of land.
Yeah.
And that's how the prelim bills are based on the value last year.
Okay.
Okay.
On that, back to that Panther Place, you know how many units are going in there? How many houses?
Yeah, let me see. There's let me see, 27 units.
27. Okay.
Yep.
Did you say 27?
27.
Okay.
Yeah, there's 2 streets. There's 9 on Briggs, and then Gaskins is the other street, and that has 18. And they're all single family homes.
Are any of them low income, or are they all just regular?
That I can't answer. I don't know at this point if they're affordable.
So there are several that have been completed. So still trying to, so they're those aren't the ones you'd be sending out the letters to, the ones that are finished and they're, or those ones you would be sending out the letter to, because the last bill hadn't been completed yet.
Yeah, the supplemental bills will be sent to any construction that's completed by June 30th.
June 30th.
So,
okay.
Yeah, and it would be if the value of the building has increased greater than 50%. So that is any parcels that had a value greater than 50% for the building, they will receive a supplemental bill. We can only bill up through June 30th.
All right. Any more discussion? Any other new business?
That's all the new business I have.
Okay. So should we schedule a next meeting?
Yeah. What would work for everyone?
Jim, you're away, right? Sometime in June?
I'm away in June. Let's see. I'll be gone from the 11th of June through the 24th of June.
We could do the 28th.
That would work for me.
Yeah, that's fine for me.
That's fine for me too.
It's okay for you, Ruth?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So 28th at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock?
Okay.
Yep. Perfect. Okay.
All right. We have a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a good afternoon.
Right.
You too. Bye-bye.